Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be doing my favorites of 2015, and I used to do a lot of favorite videos every month, but then they just started feeling really stagnant and repetitive, and I kind of just didn't really enjoy doing those as much, but I decided that I wanted to do my favorites of 2015. So starting off, the first product that is one of my favorites, it was one I've actually used many years ago and then I kind of came back to it this year, and this is a moisturizer by the brand Lacura, and it's just called the Q10 Day Cream. There's honestly not even really anything that overly spectacular about it. I just have really enjoyed it and it's worked great for me. I have really dry skin, so I always like to use this before I apply my makeup because my skin gets really flaky and dry, and it just kind of helps soothe that a bit and make my makeup go on a little bit smoother. And this is really inexpensive. I think it's like $7-ish, and I get it from like a grocery store called Aldi, and I really like it. It's inexpensive and it works great. The next product is one that just kind of like swooped in like last minute, and I thought about not putting it in my favorites, but it is literally so amazing I have to like share it. So this is the Nivea Men Aftershave Balm, and of course everyone heard about it from like Nikki Tutorial. It's amazing. It took me like forever to even like think about trying it, and like I would watch her videos and I'd see her use it all the time, and I'm just kind of like, okay, but then I finally actually went and bought it and used it, and holy shit, it makes a difference for me. It definitely makes a huge difference, especially, like I said, I have dry skin. It just helps my makeup stay on smoother, kind of go on smoother, and I absolutely love it. This is also really inexpensive, like I think anywhere from like $5 to $7-ish also, and I got this from Walgreens. So yeah, definitely try this, and you get a whole bunch of it. It's 100 milliliters, so you're getting a ton of product for, you know, just a couple bucks, and honestly, it's amazing. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought an aftershave balm would work so great? My next favorite, I believe I got this around, I feel like it was like March or something, and this is like a total absolute game changer for me for applying my makeup, and that is the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. And I have never tried a beauty blender. I know those have been around forever, but this is like $6 and it's amazing. I've never tried a beauty blender or owned one, but I don't think I ever will, just because those are, I think they're like $19, $20, something like that, but that's just too damn much for me. I am a cheap ass bitch, and $6 works great for me. I do think I need to get a new one soon. It is kind of like wearing it down a bit, but honestly, I think it's still got like a couple good months left, and being so inexpensive, it's, you know, it's just so easily accessible. I got mine from Ulta, and I love this. I have not gone back to using a brush for my foundation since March, and I have been using this every single time I have ever put on foundation. It has always been with this, and I've never gone back to a brush for my foundation, which I never really particularly liked anyway. And sometimes I would use my fingers, and this is just, like I said, a game changer and something that I can never see myself going without. Another favorite that kind of came in about the last half of the year, about the end, and I think it was about, let's see, October, because I remember I ordered it and got it just before my brother's wedding, and it is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the color Opal, and this one is just the little miniature version one that came with a liquid, not primer, a liquid highlighter as well, and it was $20 for the two products, so it is definitely a lot less expensive than the full-size powders, which I believe are like $38, I think, which is so much money. And I really wish they came out with like all those miniature versions of the powders like this, like in all the other colors, because I would love to get Moonstone and like all the other ones. I would love that, but so far I am very content with this. I have used it pretty much every time I've worn highlighter since October till now. It has always been this one, and it's just amazing. And even though this is kind of small, it's actually really not that badly sized, because like I said, I have been using this for about 3 full months now, and it is going strong. So the next beauty product that I have absolutely fallen in love with this year is a product by Kat Von D, and this is the, I think it's called the Everlasting Liquid Lipsticks. This one is the only one I have, and it's absolutely amazing. These are a little bit more expensive. I feel like it was anywhere from like 19 to like 22-ish dollars, something like that. This is the color Requiem, and if you have followed my channel for a while, you know that I have an obsession with kind of like cool toned pinky lavender kind of lipsticks. I love those lipsticks so much. They are the most beautiful colors in the world, like just as their own color. But on my lips, they look like shit. And I have tons of lavender lipsticks. I have some more expensive ones, I have some cheap ones, and I could never find a pinky lavender lipstick that I loved, that looked good on me, that didn't make my teeth look extremely yellow, and that, you know, just flattered me until I found this color. It's definitely a lot more pink than like a just straight up lavender lilac kind of color. It's definitely got a lot more pink in it, but it's definitely like a mauvey cool tone color that I am absolutely obsessed with. I love liquid lipsticks because then I don't have to worry about like it transferring everywhere. They're a little bit more drying than a traditional lipstick. However, I don't really care about that too much as long as it stays on and I don't have to really like keep up with it or like reapply it. I'm just not about that. So I really love this color. It is one color that I never thought I'd ever find, is that pinky lavender that actually looked halfway decent on me. So I absolutely love this color, and I have always been saying I want to get more of these and I haven't yet, but I definitely can see me getting more of these in 2016. The next product I have, I didn't actually think I was going to like that much because I had previously found like my holy grail liquid eyeliner, and now I can't seem to find it anymore, and this was just kind of like, well, if they don't have anything, I'll just get this one to replace it. And this is the Maybelline Line Stiletto liquid liner, and it has a felt tip, which I just like the felt tips the most. I've gone back and forth between liquid and between felt and brush tip, but those are just, I don't know, I just always find myself going back to a felt tip one. And this one is also it's a little bit more in the drugstore. It's probably like maybe like $8, $9, $10. But the one that I had previously really loved was the L'Oreal Liner Intense Carbon Black, something like that. All those words are in there in some order, but I really love that one. It was also a felt tip, but I just haven't been able to find it lately, so I don't know if it's been discontinued or redone or whatever, but this has been one that I have actually really enjoyed. I find it to be very, very similar, very comparable. You know, the brush is very similar. They kind of have that flexible brush that's easy to kind of like really draw lines with. It's not too hard. And I love a matte black liquid eyeliner. I don't like the shimmery or shiny or vinyl finish. I don't like those because for me it tends to look like streaky from far away, or it looks kind of, I don't know, I just don't like those that much. I definitely prefer the matte black ones. So this one has been one that I've really loved, and I honestly can't even remember when I got this. I feel like I've had it for at least maybe like 4-ish months or so, but definitely one of my favorites, and I will be repurchasing this. Hopefully they do not get rid of this either, because it's just been an ongoing quest to find a liquid eyeliner that I enjoy. The next product that I have discovered this year that I really enjoy is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I actually got this around, I think it was again October-ish, and I have this little baby size of it. It came with the holiday palettes that they had. I got all 3 of those, and each one of them came with a little mini mascara. So I have been using this one for a while, since, you know, October, and it's the first one I've opened, so it's been lasting me so long. It hasn't gotten like gross or anything yet, so I can actually, you know, I really didn't think I was gonna like this that much. I haven't liked too many like high-end mascaras because I'm always like, well, they dry out really fast and then you gotta replace them a little bit more often. So I didn't really expect to like it, but I really do. I'm wearing it now. You probably can't really tell because I've got like really thick liquid liner on, but I love it. It makes my eyelashes look really fluttery and full, and the other day I like temporarily lost it, and so I had to go back to one of my other mascaras that I really before I had gotten this one, I loved this one as well, and it was the Revlon Lash Potion, which I still do really like, but I went back to it the other day and it just didn't make my eyelashes look as good as the Too Faced one. So if I had not discovered this one, like, this one would have been my favorite, but just between the two of them, I really did like the Too Faced one more. Another favorite that I have used for a few years, but I just had to mention it just because I can't go without it, and this is the e.l.f. Mineral Mist and Set Spray. I always say maybe it's a placebo that it like helps my makeup set and last longer. Maybe it doesn't really, but I just feel like it does. And I think it's like $3, and I love it. I haven't tried any other like mist sprays. I just always seem to go back to that one because it's inexpensive and it just seems to work really great for me. My next two favorites are actually not just these. It's more of like an overall like product line that has been some of my favorites, but these are just two that I'll show. And I think I got these in March as well. And these are by Freeman, and they are just like masks and stuff and like scrubs. I got like a whole bunch of different ones because they were like $3 each. One of my absolute favorites have been the Charcoal Black Sugar Mud Mask. I absolutely love this. I used to always get the like little like $1 like single-use packets, and I had gotten quite a few of those before, and I was just like, these are on sale for $3. It's a giant tub of it, or tube, for $3, and it's like, I don't know why I kept buying the little single ones, but I pretty much bought all the ones they had because I remember I got this from Ulta. Another one I really loved was the, this one's a clay mask, and it's the chocolate and strawberry. I have, I think, honestly, like, maybe like 4 or 5 or 6 other ones, but I've been like going back and forth and using different ones, but these two are some of my absolute favorites, and I love that I got them for such a deal. Another product that I rediscovered this year was the Pantene Repair Cream, and I talked about this in one of my last empties videos, how I think it's like the same product as the Split-In Repair Cream that they used to have like in the blue package. It's like the same type of bottle. I went a while without using it, and then I came back to it, and I just love how it makes my hair feel. I put it in when it's about 80% dry, and it just makes my hair feel really soft, really manageable, especially since I have very damaged hair from lightening it to this blonde color. So I've just really enjoyed this one I came back to this year, and it just a noticeable difference when I don't have it. Another product that if you have watched many of my empties videos, then you probably already know what this product is, and it is, of course, the Suave Moroccan Infusion shampoo and conditioner. I love this shit. I can't get over it. It's so cheap. It makes my hair feel so soft, and I know some people have said that it makes their hair kind of like limp or something, but I have very like, even though I have damaged hair, like the actual hair itself is really fine, and I don't have a lot of volume in my hair anyway, so it's like it doesn't really make my hair like more limp. That's just kind of what I have. So it doesn't really like affect me that much in that way. But it's so inexpensive. It smells great. It works great. However, don't use the what was it called? Like natural infusion. I hated that one. It smelled gross. It was like the ginger and the awapui something. I hated that one. I just did not like the smell of it. Two other hair products that I have really fallen in love with. One is a lot more expensive that I had actually, when did I get it? I think I got it like March of like 2014, and I had used it a bit and then I kind of stopped, but it was the, I always mess up how I say this, it's either Orofluido or Orofluido, and it's this expensive ass like hair oil, and it smells amazing. If you love like vanilla ambery kind of scents, it smells very heavily vanilla, which I love. It's like almost like vanilla extract. I love it. And I have used, actually, you know, for hair oil, I've actually kind of used a lot of it, but this has lasted me so long, and this is the small bottle. I believe they're like, I feel like $30 or $40 a bottle. I ended up getting mine on Amazon for, I think it was like, maybe like 20 or 15. So I actually have 2 other like larger bottles of this. I kind of went crazy because my hairdresser used it on me, and I couldn't believe like how much I loved it. And then so I bought some myself, and when I first saw the price tag, so I looked it up on Ulta, I was like, holy shit, I cannot afford like a $30 hair oil. So I did find it on Amazon for cheaper, so that's where I got it. So yeah, even though it looks like there's not much used out of it, like for hair oil, you only need the tiniest bit. And I have like kind of longish hair now. I kind of keep cutting it off every year, but I just love it. And one that I actually found that I also love, and it was very, very inexpensive. This one is called the Argani Care Natural Hair Care, and this one, it's just called the hair serum for dry, damaged hair, and it looks like this. And one thing I love about this one, it has a pump. I love stuff that has a pump. It makes it so much easier because this one is just like a pour top. But you know, I love it so much that I put up with that, but I would definitely prefer if it had a like little pump. So I'm gonna see if maybe there's like some kind of like pump I can add to that. And this one just says it is argan and shea butter, and it smells amazing. I don't really like know how to describe the scent of it. It's very strong and I love it, and it has a very strong like scent memory to me. Like it reminds me of something, but I don't know for the life of me what it is, but it's so strong and I love it. And honestly, like whenever you like move your hair or something, like you can smell it, and I love it. And I think it's just kind of like an argan oil scent, because I also have another product that has a bit of a similar scent but not quite as strong. But this one was $7.99, and it says compared to $25. I don't know if that's the original price and this was like the markdown price. I got this at Burlington Coat Factory, random. So I've been using both of these so much and I can't get over them. And then finally, the last product I have to show is one I've used like for honestly probably about like 3 years now at least, and it is the Epielle makeup wipes. But this was a new like, not scent, well I guess kind of scent, but it was like a new version of their wipes that I got from Big Lots. That's where I always get mine. These were $2 for I think 60 of them, and these are the argan oil cleansing ones. They again have that really like strong smell. It's not nearly as strong as this, but it has that same kind of like perfumey scent to them, and I love them. Honestly, I love it mostly for the scent, which I guess if you don't like makeup removers with a scent, then maybe steer clear of those. They also have like orange and like vitamin C, collagen, and I'm missing some, cucumber, aloe. They have tons of them, and I always get mine from Big Lots. And so inexpensive, because I see people buying really expensive makeup wipes and I'm like, you were literally just throwing that away. So I'm super cheap when it comes to stuff like that. So I think my favorite of 2015 was, of course, my little kitty. He like really hates me right now, but he's just a little black cat, and I got him in I think September. Yeah, it was actually, yeah, 9/11, and my brother actually found this little kitten in my backyard. He was like stuck on my fence, like climbing over the fence, and he was just stuck, and he found him, and it's kind of like a long story, because like at first I wanted nothing to do with this cat. I didn't want him because I already have 2 other cats and I have 2 dogs, so I'm like quickly turning into the cat lady. But I have a lot of pets, and so I was just like not about it at all when he first found him, because you know, the day that he actually found this cat was the day that he was going to pick up his new dog, and he already has a dog and a cat already. And so I was like, gosh, we don't know what to do. And my aunt's a vet, so we called her to see if there was any room at the clinic for another kitten. And of course there wasn't, because you know, there's always so many pets that need homes. What we ended up doing was actually keeping him for a week, and my brother was considering taking him if the new dog worked out and everything. So we ended up keeping him for a week, and then we gave him to my brother, and he stayed there at their house for a week. And unfortunately, it just didn't work out for them, and the 2 cats were not getting along at all, and the new dog that they had ended up getting didn't work out either. So it was kind of sad, because like in a week, like they had gotten 2 new pets, and then they had gotten rid of 2 new pets. So we ended up taking back the kitten, and at first, you know, like I said, I was not about it at all. I was like, I don't want this cat, I'm gonna fall in love with it. So I really didn't want him, but then we ended up taking him back, and so he's just been here ever since, and I'm so happy that we kept him, because I never had a cat. Like he wasn't like a baby kitten, like newborn kitten. He was probably about, I feel like maybe like 6 weeks, 7 weeks old whenever we found him, and I had never had a cat that young. My 2 other cats were both strays that had just you know, came to my house and never left, so we kind of like had to like forcibly adopt them. So I'd never had a kitten or anything like that, so I was really excited to have him, and I ended up naming him Poe after Edgar Allan Poe. My two other cats, I have a thing where I like to name them after like old man kind of names. So my one cat's name is Marvin, and then my other cat's name is Walter, but I call him Wally. And so I wanted to kind of keep with that theme, because with my two dogs, they both have like food kind of names. So I have Chippy and I have Snickers, and I wanted to like keep with the theme, but I ended up going with Poe. So his full name is Edgar Allan Poe, so he does have that old man name, but he goes by Poe, and I call him Poey and stuff. So I was just really excited to have him, and he's kind of a pain at times. He doesn't actually get along with my two other cats, but he loves my dog Chippy. They are like, I swear he thinks he's a dog, because they are having so much fun together. So that is pretty much it for everything of my 2015 favorites. I'm sure there's like 1,001 things I'm forgetting, but these are the things that just really stood out in my mind. I didn't have to like really go search for these things. It was like, I want this, 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 and this when I was like trying to decide what to put in my video, because I think those are the products that are most like obvious, because I don't want to be like, oh, well, did I kind of like that thing? Should I put that in my video? And that's how I always felt with doing my monthly favorites. I felt like I had to like search for things to put in, because I don't really get a whole lot of new things that often. Definitely something to look forward to in 2016. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, link is below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.